I am the Humble Seer.
Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So today we're going to talk about Casey Anthony. And Casey Anthony was charged with killing her daughter, Kaylee. And the child went missing in I believe it was June 16th of 2008. That's the last time she was seen alive. And Casey Anthony was ultimately charged with first-degree murder. And she was acquitted of the murder of her daughter, Kaylee. And so she being Casey Anthony, is walking free. And I'm going to delve into the life of Casey Anthony and what transpired, what the cards want to tell us, and what I see as it relates to this child's death, the child's murder, and Casey Anthony, and what she did, and who she was, and the type of parent that she was, the type of mother that she was, and really ultimately the type of person that she was and is. So we're going to delve into all of that and learn a little bit more, probably more than Casey Anthony would want the general public to know. So let's go ahead and move over to the card reading portion of this video and find out more about Casey Anthony. Join me over there. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some cards on Casey Anthony. The first thing I want, okay, so this woman, Casey Anthony, was, if her mouth is moving, she's not telling the truth. She's never going to tell the truth. She is going to be that person that comes out and pretends, is what I'm getting. She will just not be honest about anything. And that's not even as it relates to the death of her child. It's just she is a habitual liar, is what I'm getting. So let's pull a card first, because I think people really want to know. To ask the type of mother that she is almost insulting, because she took the life of her child. But I'm getting that she had help with that. She had help with that. Okay, so this card is going to tell us the kind of mother that she was. Okay. So we have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is, they're analytical, they're wise, they're manipulative. They have a high IQ. Now, this card tells us that it's less about, it's about her as a mother, but it's really it's about her as it relates to this case and what she did. And what she did was manipulate, because that is who she is. She manipulates. She's cold-hearted, is what I get. There isn't anything that she doesn't have any redeeming qualities. As a mother, this card came out. The King of Swords is sharp. They have a sword in their hand, and they won't hesitate to use it. They're logical, they're analytical, and they're highly, highly manipulative, is what I'm getting as it relates to her. And what I'm getting is she just didn't have time for this child. The child just was like a burden to her. But it's interesting, because everybody loved this child. That when the child was quite special, and when she would come into people's lives, when Casey would bring this child around, everybody was happier. And Casey, did not like that. That a child, her child could bring joy into other people's lives when she couldn't do that because she was too busy manipulating and trying to get what she wanted. And that worked on her. That worked on her nerve a lot. So let's see, what type of person, what card can we get? We already know that she's the King of Swords, but let's pull a card specifically because this is what is telling us about her as a mother. Manipulative. All right, so let's pull a card and ask that specific question of the type of person that she is, not was when this went down, but just is. Okay, so the King of Cups is now coming in. This is interesting. So the King of Cups is intuitive. They're passionate. They're devoted. They're socially intelligent. She's coming in as a male, like this stronger energy of, So as a person, she's both of these. She's manipulative, of course, but she is also very passionate and devoted. And she's passionate and devoted about maintaining what she says. She's passionate about her not being viewed the way that she is. She is delusional too, is what I'm getting. She doesn't realize that people don't see her. What I get is she's not likable. She's manipulative. I mean, that just keeps coming up. As a mother, she was worried about herself and what she could get from anything. And she also used her child as a way to get things that she wanted. The child was more of like a pawn on a chessboard. That's what I get. What can you tell us about the loss of this person that the life that she took of her daughter? What can you tell us? What can you tell us about that? I'm hearing suffocation. Okay, so now we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords this is what Casey, now you see that she was king for, or at least that's how she viewed herself as a king in the story so far. But as it relates to the loss of her daughter, she moves to a page, which is well below the king. I mean, there's the king, the queen, the knight, and then the page. And the page is clever, they're gossipy, they're vigilant. Talk your way out of conflict is what a page is. And what I get here, this is so fitting because, she's still manipulative. She's still using her manipulation, but now she's acting more childlike. She's not coming forcefully as a king. She's coming in as a page intentionally. Because again, the page is clever. They're vigilant. They talk their way out of conflict, which is ultimately what she did as it relates to this crime. But what else? What can you... I'm out of breath. It's like I can't breathe. This child could not breathe. She took her daughter. It was a suffocation. I don't know. She just snuffed her out. And then she put her daughter in the trunk of her car, is what I get. And that may be, what was shared online. I don't know, but I feel like people know this. She was in the trunk. She was in the trunk of the car. And I feel that the father did help. And I feel that the other people helped without knowing that they helped. There were a lot of other people that were involved that didn't know they were involved, not by choice or by an awareness. Casey Anthony wanted to enjoy her life. She was self-absorbed, is self-centered, is selfish, manipulative, cunning, and just an evil person. If she's telling you something, it would be the opposite. She lies with a straight face. And she's a cruel person. She is one of the best manipulators out there, is what I get. And I see that her attorney, that Jose Baez, she had a relationship with. And she manipulated him. He believed her. He believed her lies. It's very fascinating. But I just see horrible, horrible person. Horrible person. I don't think there's anything else to say here. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for stopping by the Humble Seer. Please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and leave a comment below and tell me what you think about this reading. And if you like what I do, consider buying me a coffee, and that will be in the description box below. Until next time, you take good care, and we will talk again soon. Bye-bye.